Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Boom, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than our typical videos. We are going to be reading Reddit stories. We are going to be looking at 2 Reddit stories today. Let's go take a look. Am I overreacting for getting the ick after my girlfriend tried to surprise me with a new wardrobe? Okay, so background. I'm a pretty simple dude when it comes to clothes. Band, tees, jeans, sneakers. That's my uniform. My girlfriend, 24F, is really into fashion. Like, follows all the trends, spends hours on Depop, the whole deal. We've been together for almost 2 years, and she's always made little comments about how I could elevate my style. But I always just laughed it off. I thought she was just messing with me. Well, yesterday I got home from work and my entire closet was different. She had taken a personal day, gone through all my stuff, and bagged up like half of it to donate. In its place, she hung up a bunch of new stuff. Linen shirts, tailored trousers, these weird platform sneakers. She was standing there with this huge smile, so proud of herself, and said she wanted to do something nice for me and help me level up. I was honestly speechless for a minute. I didn't know whether to laugh or be mad. I finally asked her where my stuff was, and she said it was in the hall closet waiting to go to Goodwill, but that I could go through it later if I really wanted. She kept going on about how good I'm gonna look and how we can go on nicer dates now. I just felt this massive wave of ick wash over me. I told her she had no right to touch my stuff and that it was kind of disrespectful. Her face dropped and she got super defensive, saying she was just trying to be a good girlfriend and that I was being ungrateful and overreacting to a gift. She's been crying in the bedroom for like an hour and now I feel like a total jerk. But like, am I wrong for feeling violated? It's just clothes, but it's also my stuff, you know? So basically, it seems like this girl is trying to do kind of like a makeover for her boyfriend, which in a sense is fine, but I feel like it's better to have had this discussion with said boyfriend before just, you know, going gun-ho and getting rid of all of his stuff. Honestly, I think with relationships, I've noticed a lot of people have difficulties with communication. And so I think this is just one of those consistencies in said relationships with communication. This could have been an avoided issue, I think, if this was just talked about between the two and like come to a common ground understanding. But let's see what the comments have to say. Someone changing out your whole wardrobe without a conversation and agreement is aggressive. It's one thing to get some new clothes here or there, but it's okay to think you can decide how someone who you are with dresses, not overreacting. I love you. Now change. Don't be the person that I met you as. I want you to be different. Mold you. Form you into my little thing. I think going back, this is also just about the person saying that they got the ick from this thing that the girlfriend did. Not so much like a should I break up or anything. I mean, maybe some people like, you know, they could also cause people to break up. But I do think on one end, I understand like the idea of like wanting to see your partner in something new that maybe you prefer, like, you know, it aligns more with like your style of fashion. But on the other end, it's not something that you can kind of just force onto somebody. That is a very controlling thing to do. And I think, no, this person is not overreacting. They're very right. It is a weird thing for someone to do, to force your style clothing onto them and make it and try to dress them up like your little personal doll. All right, since we did boyfriend overreacting, we are now doing a girlfriend post about overreacting. Am I overreacting that my boyfriend basically staged a test to see if I would cheat with his cousin? I, F26, have been dating my boyfriend, M29, for about a year. Everything has been normal. Maybe too normal. Last weekend, he invited me to a small family hangout. They love the quotation marks of these. At his place. Nothing crazy, just food, music, a few drinks. He mentioned his cousin would be there too, but I've never met him before. When I got there, his cousin, M27, was weirdly attentive. Not creepy, just very intentional. Complimenting me, offering to refill my drink, sitting next to me every chance he got. At first I thought, okay, maybe he's just friendly. But then my boyfriend starts disappearing, like fully vanishing into other rooms for long stretches of time. At one point, it was just me and the cousin in the living room. He turns to me and goes, "So, do you always go for guys like him?" I laughed it off, but he kept pushing, saying things like, "You could do better, you know. Not everything is as it seems. Some men like to share." At that point, I was uncomfortable. I texted my boyfriend asking where he was. No reply. Then the cousin straight up says, if you wanted to do something, you wouldn't tell him, right? I immediately got up and went to find my boyfriend, and guess where he was? In the hallway, on his phone, right outside the door. I asked him what the hell was going on, and he just smiled and said, relax. I just want to see how you would handle yourself. Handle myself? I told him that was insane and left immediately. Now he's texting me saying I passed and that I'm wifey material and that I'm overreacting because nothing actually happened. But I feel set up, tested, low-key disrespected. Like, why am I being put in some loyalty experiment I didn't sign up for? Am I overreacting? Or is this actually as messed up as it feels? So, you know, I've always thought about these whenever I see people talk about doing videos where they set up their partners and they, you know, have someone try to make a move on them to see if they're gold diggers or to see if they're loyal, whatever it might be. And honestly, I feel like this is something that people do when they have severe insecurities in themselves and also possibly even in the relationship. The things when you test your partner in these situations, all you're doing is making little cracks in your relationship, and all it is, it's just going to ruin it, especially if they find out that's what was going on. I've always felt, whenever I've seen other people talk about like, oh bro, I could steal your girl, or whatever it might be, if you're in a relationship where you feel like your girlfriend could ever be stolen and you have to test this, personally, I would say I don't want them to, because I wouldn't want my partner to have to deal with somebody harassing them. You know, I'm just sending someone to harass them that they're gonna have to deal with on their own terms, and that's not really fun. And that's kind of what's going on here, is they're being tested, but you basically sent your cousin to harass your girlfriend and possibly trying to see if she would take the bait in this harassment. But first off, your cousin got no riz. And second off, you messed everything up, man. But that's just what I feel. Let's see what the comments have to say about this. He doesn't trust you. That's why he has to test you. This will happen more if you stay. That's something I said as well. Your boyfriend is gross. Tests are something insecure teenagers do because they're young and dumb. A man who's almost 30 and his cousin, also a grown man, going along with it? No. You're not overreacting the slightest. I wouldn't want to be with him either. Now, that is another thing to kind of take into consideration that I didn't really think about before. This is an almost 30-year-old man. That is older than me. And I would expect this out of like someone maybe in their early 20s, maybe like a 19-year-old. I totally forgot the ages here. And now, at this point, this is just a man-child. Sabrina Carpenter knows what's up. Yeah, so I mean, like, this is just a no-brainer. Obviously, person is not overreacting. The boyfriend's a weirdo, and the cousin that's also 27 is also very weird. In fact, I probably think that the cousin might have more interest in the girl than he was in the test. Truthfully, I don't think he was trying to test her. I think he was trying to see if maybe he can get with her, honestly. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. We are going to be uploading at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every day from now on. That way the videos are being pushed out to you guys sooner, and that way throughout your day, whatever part of the day you guys seem to want to watch videos, it's available for you guys to watch. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Peace.